Strength reverse, we got your card in reverse. And so far, for these mid-month readings, everybody's been getting their sign. It's creeping me out. So you're not feeling like yourself. And I think you're having an excess of something, whether it's lust, an addiction, something. And we have the devil here, you guys. So you may still have some low self-esteem, a lack of courage or depression from that devil relationship, or it could even be a job. It was very, very controlling. I mean, it dominated you, really. Dominated your thoughts, that type of thing. It reminds me of an abusive relationship, just because people end up with no confidence after something like that. What messages are there for Leo? Okay. Hermit reversed. Okay. Sagittarius just got this card. I see that, you need to change your perspective, because that devil relationship, it's over. Okay. You need to come back out into the world. Don't try to reconcile with somebody just because you're afraid of being alone, like being single, being left out in the cold. You should really search for true love. And the reason I say that is because I happen to see the Eight of Cups. Okay, so I see you searching for true love, searching for the truth, knowledge, whatever it might be. Some of you may be dealing with a Virgo. With the Strength card, you may just feel like you don't have the energy to go out and search for something. Right, what messages are there for not Sagittarians, for Leos from now until the end of May? The Fool, yeah, you need to start a new path. 3 major arcana, aside from the Eight of Cups. So this is you on that search with the Eight of Cups, on the new path. It's like starting over again, having a new start. And this is you being carefree, having an adventure. Okay. Now we talked about not letting your adventures cross over into danger. This can be an addiction card too. They all are addiction cards, actually. Crap. Leo. There's a need for moderation here. Okay, it's an excess of something. One more card. Tower reversed. Okay, so there's a need to clear away the old shit we talked about and start again. Okay. Maybe you went and searched within yourself. You were single for a while. You got some revelation. And I think you weren't very strong during whatever happened. But also, I think this tower had already happened, okay? And with the Hermit, you're learning from that mistake, whatever it might have been. Learning through experience, pretty much, learning the hard way. And the devil usually talks about there's dire consequences due to addiction or due to something unhealthy, some kind of excess. It looks like those dire consequences are in the past, or you were able to somehow moderate the effect so it's not as bad. But I don't see you hanging on anymore. I don't see you resisting. I mean, just a reminder, you win some, you lose some, but it's still good. I just saw this moon. It's another addiction card, you guys. Moon reversed at that. So not seeing clearly. This also says do not take any risks. We have so much stuff here about not taking risks. I'm not talking about don't start over. We're talking about like real risks here, guys. Like, please don't go cliff diving or cliff climbing or whatever. Because what if you fall? Don't go to the mountains, because Hermit's on the mountains and he's in reverse. He's on a cliff in the mountains. The tower's on a mountain. These are supposed to be stability things, but it might be quite literal. I think this is saying don't fight for whatever vision you had. Because remember, we need some kind of change of perspective here. Let something go. So don't keep fighting it. This is the wrong crowd. And this is you needing to get away from that crowd. And I see some more isolation with the Hermit. I think you're coming out of isolation. And you're no longer out of touch. So you may be coming out of some kind of addiction. Might possibly even be like an addiction that caused you to be paranoid. Or just, an unhealthy relationship. Somebody who deceived you. Somebody who kind of made you paranoid all the time. You had to walk on eggshells, possibly. And then here's you getting a new start, like, I'm not walking on eggshells anymore. I'm carefree. And then we have that Devil. But Devil is in reverse. And so is the Tower. So I think with this new start, disaster is no longer ahead. But I will tell you, this also talks about wrong crowd. And so does this. But Devil was reversed and Moon's reversed. So I think you're getting away from the wrong crowd. I think they're also addictions. So getting away from an addiction, getting away from a bad boy. That's just the phrase. It could be anybody who's not good for you. Okay, let's do a little bit of clarification. It's supposed to be a quick reading. Why is strength reversed here for Leos? Okay, I have a feeling I know what it is. No, okay, I was wrong. So we have truth, which is justice. I was not expecting that to come out. So this is wanting rights to be wronged. Again, keeping balance. And being very introspective. With the Devil in reverse, no longer corrupt. No longer in excess. Pardon me. So the truth's going to come out, and it looks like this is the secret coming out, if there is a deception. Because Devil, the Moon, Justice, all talk about, well, even the Hermit, like information is coming out. And oh yeah, sometimes strength in reverse. Somebody can't close the mouth, so the mouth's open, secret comes out. Okay. So if it's not about addiction, which it could be, a secret comes out. And then you possibly feel free. Yeah, like, I don't have the secret burdening me anymore. I don't have this addiction burdening me anymore. So, it's not too bad. Pretty good. Sorry guys, it's past my bedtime. I also see like mental balance, having peace. Oh, this is also seeking true love, you guys. I see there's a need for a change for the better. Like examine yourself like you did. I think you already have. Or this could be not examining yourself. Like deceiving yourself. There's a need not to do that. But whatever mystery it is, it's revealed. I also think your conscience is going to help you. You'll be accepting responsibility. Your judgment will be sound. And the right decision either has been made or it will be made. It's time for a decision. Be very fair. Be very honest. And just do some investigation. He's a researcher, so possibly you weren't investigating and you needed to. All right, why is the Hermit reversed here? 4 of Wands. So possibly somebody's married. I'm seeing that you do need more stability. And maybe you coming back to a marriage after having left due to some kind of an addiction. Or just coming back to a union, not necessarily marriage. But 4 of Wands also is freedom from oppression. So I could see that as well. Because we do have some freedom cards in here. And of course, when you're free from oppression, you're carefree. But don't let your sense of adventure get a hold of or get the best of you. Because a lot of times people get out of addictions and they get into some other kind of adrenaline hobby that can be dangerous. I'm trying to think of cars, like racing cars, motorcycles, I don't know, skydiving. I mean, just different things that are supposed to take the place of that, but they end up being dangerous. Some of you may have plans, like business plans, to publish a book, but it's like evil or dangerous writings, and it gets destroyed. I do see business, writing. Probably not the evil thing, but I did see that. Why is the Fool here? 8 of Swords. So you're getting free from being dominated, being victim, being bound. And it's mainly mentally. Okay. Basically, I just see being stuck. Feeling like you can't move on. Okay, why is the Tower reversed here? Okay, it's supposed to be 6 of Wands. That's way too much to even think about. So there is somebody who's a little sneaky, like a little two-faced. They're deceiving you, but Tower's reversed, and this is also a victory card. So, okay, 2 options. You overcame it. Second option, more negative. The Tower reverse sometimes talks about, one, hiding the truth, okay, but somebody's not caught. Somebody gets away with something. And the lightning that should have struck down someone, it should have struck down the person who's doing the wrong thing. But instead, it is aimed at the innocent. And this is a card where somebody should have won, but somebody betrayed them and they end up losing. So there's two scenarios, not as bad, and you win. You're triumphant over something. Why is justice here? 7 of Wands, standing your ground. Especially when it comes to your beliefs. So, justice will help you feel more confident again. Will help you get some ground, like get your feet on solid ground. You'll be more courageous. Okay, you'll be king of the hill once more. Okay, why is the moon reversed here? Why is the moon reversed for Sagittarians? Wait, sorry, Leos. I don't know why I keep saying Sagittarians. I just did their reading. They're done. Okay, why is the moon reversed here for Leo? Temperance. Well, there's a Sagittarius card right there. Maybe you guys have some kind of connection. So be patient. The truth will come out. Okay. You may have made some kind of decision hastily before. Wait it out now. Make sure not to be too controlling. Okay. That might alienate people. And you might be left to run your business all by yourself. There's just a need for balance. I can see you needing to integrate your shadow self with your good self, I guess you could say. And that's where we have to take things that are not really great, that we don't like about ourselves, and kind of integrate it, learn from it, and then move on. That it makes room for new stuff to come in, and that gives us that change of attitude that we're looking like we need. Right, one last card from this deck. Okay. I really don't know which way it felt, you guys. So, 5 of Pentacles reversed, or 5 of Pentacles upright. Feeling left out in the cold, no longer feeling left out in the cold. So either one. And then, for anybody whom it might be about love, possibly, what's the message for Sagittarians from now until the end of May? Not Sagittarians. Oh, what? I keep saying that. Oh, I'm so sorry, you guys. I know who you are. What messages are there for Leos from now until the end of May? What messages are there for Leos? Okay, coming out of a separation. I definitely see that. Okay. No longer being separated. Okay. What messages are there for Leos from now until the end of May? Yeah, I can see some of you having gone through something bad. You're going to go back to someone that you're possibly married to after you've kind of gone through rehab pretty much. Okay, religious factors. So it may be that there's no religious factors, and perhaps that's something you should look into. because we do have a couple of spiritual cards here. I'm sure there's more, but all right. What other messages are there for Leos regarding love from now until the end of May? Okay, this could be the one. Okay, so what I'm seeing here, because these cards don't really make a whole lot of sense. But if you, for some reason, were with another party, which I'm not seeing, then that person is not the one for you. But if you were to go back to somebody, it may possibly be the one. But you guys, these are love cards. So, and they don't really make any sense with the rest of this reading. Which to me says there's not a lot of romance in here, if any. It's mostly about addictions, and deception. It could be about work. It might possibly be about a relationship, but I'm really not seeing it, you guys. Plus, anybody who's going to deceive you is not the one. So,